Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
I'm Mr-Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute, and I am putting up on Instagram as we speak so we bring more people by. So why don't you say hi to the people we have here?
Hi to the people we have here. We have the amazing, see the lights is in the house, amazing Lori, amazing Michael, and the amazing John Jones as well. He is early today.
Okay, and now we've just posted to Instagram.
And for the record, John Jones, I did officially put on the MR Mag's license plate onto the AMG, so that's my Mr. Magazine mobile.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice. And today we had the last of the Elijah Craig bourbon, and I am actually going to be going to the liquor store this weekend. I've got a whole list of stuff. I don't know if you noticed, the liquor room is starting to look a little...
So I forgot to bring liquor, so I'm going to email myself a reminder. I'm going to bring over like 5-10 bottles next week, so we don't have this issue anymore. But you know what's weird is I was cool. We were doing some of the bolos beforehand. I was cool. Now I'm flush and a little hot and sweaty.
It's called the Elijah Craig effect.
Exactly.
That's what we call that.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, and amazing puddings postcards in the house as well.
I wanted to give a shout out to a good friend of the channel, Primetime Treasure Hunter. His live show is after ours, and today he's got Donna is it niche lady or niche lady?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you say tomato, I say tomato. I do follow him on Instagram, and I watch some of his stuff on Instagram. Pretty interesting.
Nice. A lot of
I'm more of an what happened was, if I'm being honest, I had a lot of friends on my Facebook that of the female nature, and my spouse didn't like that, so she deleted all of it. So Facebook is kind of boring to me now. So now I'm using my Instagram, and I'm using that as my Facebook. So I see more,
there you go,
streamers and stuff.
So how long until we're going to be TikToking?
Soon. Yeah, soon, yeah. I don't know about Tinder, but we'll be TikToking.
There we go. All righty. That's a little too much information.
Yeah.
Want to thank everybody for coming on out. It's going to be a great show tonight. We're going to be talking about gearing up for the fourth quarter and Christmas and the like. But before we get started, that's why I've got the tie over here. I am wearing...
here we go.
EC Comics Voldemort Tales of the Crypt sweatpants.
Okay, I would call them pajama bottoms. Sorry.
Okay, pajama bottoms, sweatpants.
Yeah, sure. Well,
tomato.
Exactly. Well, one's thin and one's thicker, but okay.
Niche.
Sure.
And I want to give a shout out to local Joe Losey's friend, Local Mike, who actually was at the Avon Flea Market talking to me, and I had a lot of fun talking with him. It was really, really good.
Okay.
And he actually found somebody that had 2 pair of these, and he bought 2 pair, and he threw one to me, and he goes, "Here, wear it on the show."
Well,
so thank you very much, Local Mike. Definitely do appreciate it.
Yeah, very good.
And I was talking with Local Mike as well, and at some point I said to him, "Hey, you go to Brimfield, right?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Right after I retire, I'll ride up there with you." And he goes, "Really?" And he was all excited about that, just because, he stays in a hotel. He's got to pay. It's boring to drive up there. Let's be honest. It's boring to drive all the way up to Connecticut.
Now we're just going to Madison Bachville sucker.
There we go.
Hold on. Amazing Lee Hayes is in the house. What's up? Well, old, new, future. We don't know. Yep.
So at some point after I retire in 85 weeks, 2 days, but who's counting, I will be going and, probably at that moment there's probably not going to be Brimfield, but whatever Brimfield is after that,
Something
I'll be
else.
going
Sure,
to that.
exactly.
So that should be a lot of fun as well.
Papergoy Field?
Ooh, there you go.
Buy him out. You'll have money.
Didn't we do a video about not counting other people's money?
No, I'm good at it though. Amazing Michelle's in the house like every week. How's it going?
And
God, I'm sweating a lot. I don't know what it is when I get here. I'm just sweating. Can't control myself. All right, go on.
I mean, I can turn the temperature down, but you don't do well by yourself on air.
Amazing Gil is in the house. What's up?
Yeah, Gil was reading. He was watching a bunch of our older videos and commenting on a couple of them, like videos. When I talk older, I'm talking
old
videos.
School?
The old
when
school.
We were young.
Exactly. So I'm really curious to hear from everybody out there. How are your sales? Oh, before we go into the sales,
okay,
we are back in Studio Central. I think that's the
power.
most important.
Yeah,
with power.
We have power, yeah.
I have not lost power since then, knock on wood, and fade to black. So they actually have finally maybe figured the problem out. So it's a lot better over here. You think you're sweating today. You were sweating last week. Holy
sweating to the oldies.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to get to Amazing Puddings postcards with putrid sales, but the Amazing Spider Dawn is in the house, and that would be an awesome comic. Amazing.
That would
Instead
be
of Spider
really
Gwen, I'm liking Spider Dawn.
That would be a really
Got
good
a nice
comic.
ring to it. Yeah, I could see that.
It would be.
Amazing Michael is still in the house.
So we've got one putrid. How are
Right.
your sales? And everybody else out there, how are your sales?
Mine fluctuates from each platform. Amazon's good, eBay's not good. But eBay's been very steady lately. Like I said, I got good listers listing good items that have been sitting around, so my eBay sales are good. Like I said, I sold, what did I sell? I sold the Babe Ruth card that generated some money, the Emmitt Smith football. Now we're doing the consignment with some of these expensive high-end sports cards. So money's coming in with eBay, but now it's down with Amazon's down. So, I can't have best of both worlds, but I'll take it for now. So, how about you?
So I actually had a little bit of time. I had some doctor's appointment on Monday, just a physical. I'm fine. Fit as a fiddle. I think that's what it said right on the physical form. Fit as a fiddle. And I was able to list a few things over the weekend. So I listed a little more than I've been listing lately.
Oh,
I
nice.
had gotten down to 25 items listed, and by that I mean I put everything at auction first. I had 25 items at auction. Right now I'm at 69 nice. Speaking of which, this is our 69 nice live show.
Wednesday? Wow, nice.
Yep, 69th live show.
Hmm.
So I've got more items listed than I usually have, and my sales went down. It makes zero sense that the more that I'm listing, the worse my sales are going. However,
You did say it's easy to do a bolo. You just did your 5 sales.
I did say that. Indeed, I did say that. Hey, all five items I sold
Yeah,
last
it's
week.
easy.
We'll put in the bolo.
Put less thought into it.
But today was a really good day.
Good.
I don't know why, but it was really slow, really slow over the weekend. I had back-to-back days of basically $100, which with almost 20,000 items listed is not very good. Amazon is slowing down for me. That being said, I'm hardly listing anything whatsoever on Amazon. Other platforms, because I knew you were asking about that. $1 Million Peddlers, 1. Viv's Views, 1. And then 4 items on Etsy. So Etsy is the winner this week.
Wow.
So
How often do you list on Etsy?
I list 1 item a day on Etsy. I list 1 item a day
that's
on
not too
$1 Peddlers and 1 item a day on Vivs-Views.
That's a high percentage if you're listing 7 a week and selling 4.
Yeah, can't argue with that. Of course, I've got
You
the
should
back
try.
stock.
You should try doing 70 a week.
Yes,
You can
I
sell-
should because
See if you can sell 40.
I have nothing but time.
Yeah.
A couple other people that are commenting. about
Let's see.
their
We
things.
got Amazing Puddings down 30%. Amazing See the Lights is slow, but lost about a week time listing. Sure. John Jones, find myself buying more than selling. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough. It's a sickness, but it's a good sickness. It's not smoking, drinking, gambling.
Well, here's the other thing, John, and we've said this a million times in our videos. I'm not certain what you sell.
Amazing Catherine, I don't know what to say. I do apologize. That's not good.
That is not good, no. Unless she's in base 8. But with John, we're not dealing in, or I'm expecting you're not dealing in lettuce. You're not dealing in bananas. You're not dealing in perishables. So we've always said, both of us have always said, buy when you can. And that's why I'm not sweating all of the things that I'm buying right now, because obviously I'm buying more than I'm selling.
Yeah.
I'm not sweating it because it's flea market season. And flea markets up here end in October. There will be no more after that until next. Well, basically the next big thing will be the bottle show in. When is that? That's in March. So I'll be going November, December, January, February with only basically counting on estate sales because there's no garage sales, nothing at all like that. So I'll be going 4 to 5 months not buying anything. Plus, with the day job,
Make some room.
well, with the day job also, I've got 27 days that I have to take by April 1st or lose them. So I'm going to be having extra time to sit there and list stuff, and I won't be having anything new come in. Better to buy now than not to go out and buy, list like crazy, and then all of a sudden come January 1st be saying, oh, I've cleaned up the house, I've got lots of things out in the garage, and we're in the middle of a blizzard. Let me go out into the garage in the middle of a blizzard and freeze my hands off.
Yeah, I want to see that. Just like the time you fixed your air conditioner outside by yourself. What was it? Was that in the winter or was that fall? When was it? It wasn't.
No, that was the winter time.
Oh, yeah,
that
all
was
right.
that was a rambling story. Speaking
Fun.
of which, I have a great rambling story.
About
So
time.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm the one who's usually putting shots across
I'm
the
excited.
bow.
I can't wait.
So if you have something that you need to do, make sure you come back in about 45 minutes. It is an incredible, and I don't mean to overhype it, but
Okay,
it
bye.
is the great. No, not you.
Oh.
You're stuck.
Damn.
It is the greatest rambling story of the week we've ever had, and that's setting a pretty high bar.
Good. Can't wait.
The weekend is usually good, but see,
Amazing, Lori.
that's crazy, Lori, because my weekends tend to be slow.
Yeah, I usually, if Saturday's good, Sunday's not. If Sunday's good, Saturday isn't. And if it's a holiday, I do better on a holiday than I do the weekend. So
Really?
I can't figure it out.
Because my holidays are terrible.
4th of July was good, but again, I'm listing better items, and it maybe depends on when they're ending.
Oh, took down 30 dud listings. Yeah.
It's not bad. Good strategy there.
Oh, I've got probably 19,900 items. If I took down my dud items, I'd have about 4 left.
4, yeah, let's say.
Wow.
I think I counted those the other day, too.
How about any buys? Anybody out there? While John Jones was saying he was buying, how about you?
Well, we have this one buy in the word. Well, I did buy a good deal from a customer, an employee of mine. His father gave him his cards, I guess, that he collected in the 80s and 90s. But he did have the 1971 Kellogg's 3D set high grade with the unnumbered error card. There's a common player, but it's a rare card. And then he had like the master set of all the Star Wars from the 70s. Every series high grade with stickers.
He wouldn't have like a Dark Crystal set or something, would he?
Yeah, he would happen to have that in there. Yeah, absolutely. What else was in there? The Marvel with all the holograms and so forth. But that one deal we have coming up, I got a call from eBay. Hold on, stop the presses. Amazing Lee is in the house, grilling and chilling.
Oh, thank your favorite show.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. There are a lot of shows out there. How many reselling shows are there out there?
Well, 482 on Wednesdays.
Right. There's
So
4,182, and we're your favorite. We
Yeah.
definitely do appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, thank you very much.
I do appreciate that. But anywho, we were talking about a customer of mine from eBay wanted to sell his whole collection. He's getting sick. We ended up buying his magazines. So supposedly now he's got a multi-million-dollar card and autograph collection that we're going to look at sometime in Connecticut in the next month. So we'll keep you posted.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, I'm taking you with me. You and your money.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
What is
my
going
goodness.
on?
Oh, whoa. That is a super sticker
Yes,
deal.
Gil, you are a
thank
stud.
you.
We appreciate
We
that.
really do appreciate. Actually, we are humbled by it,
Yep.
and we really do appreciate it.
So how much is it going to cost me to get these pajamas like you have?
You got to talk to local Mike.
50 bucks?
You gotta talk to
25?
You got to talk to local Mike. He's the one who's passing these out like Halloween
right.
candy. They are nice, though.
Yeah, they look-
Thank
they
you,
look
Gil, though. We
nice.
definitely do appreciate both of you
Absolutely.
and all of you.
Awesome.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Certainly do. And I'm tearing up. Yeah, just
Well,
talk. Let's see what
I'm sweating up, so it looks like tears. Mine is sweat, but I'm choked up inside. All right.
Bought a box of Seventh-day Adventist books and a few NFL game days and baseball programs for the 80s. Okay, very good.
Yeah, those are decent. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever dealt in Seventh-day Adventist. I know that the
No.
Jehovah's Witness stuff, that stuff sells good, especially if you get it really, really old. That stuff's really, really good. Well, and I'm going to just kind of riff off of that. One of the first videos we did, which definitely is worth checking out there, it was about know your local area and know your local history. Because whatever is in your local area, like Frederick Douglass is the example I always use. He was around here, and one of our subscribers from around here has found some rare Frederick Douglass things that he sold for some very good money. I found some Susan B. Anthony newspapers that I sold for some pretty good money because she was a publisher or editor of a newspaper over a couple of towns over Seneca Falls, as a matter of fact.
You ever get Susan B. Anthony dollars?
I have gotten those as well, yes. I think I got one and change, and somebody thought it was a quarter, so I said cha-ching.
Of course, yeah.
But the reason I bring that up is around Rochester, you're going to find a fair amount of Mormon items because Joseph Smith was over in Palmyra area, which is about 45 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And every once in a while, they have a find of Mormon books up here. So definitely learn the history of your area. Do check that video out. I forget what it's titled, but it discusses that. Cal Ripken Jr. stuff
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
common around here
Sure.
because Cal played for the Rochester Red Wings
Yeah.
and so on. Wherever you're at as well, has something that it's famous for.
Sure.
And whatever that is, you can find the stuff. Probably the biggest thing about that.
Okay, Chuck Mangione, we know. All right, go on.
Chuck Mangione, there you go, and Gap. Probably, though, one of the biggest things is you and I probably walk by things that have value that are Buffalo Bills things.
True.
Because to us,
I'm not a fan.
well, not even that. They're common.
Right.
We've seen them 1,000 times, and we're like, oh, who's going to want that?
Yeah.
That's a common Buffalo Bills item.
Right.
But Buffalo Bills fans all across the country didn't have their chance to put their hands on this.
Right.
So you could buy them and sell them across the country, even though you see them at every single garage sale up around here.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So that's definitely always holding true.
All right, well, we have an announcement. It is Amazing Popeye's in the house, and his wife's birthday is today. Now, can we say it's Olive Oil's birthday, or is that going too far?
I don't know what his olive oil. I really don't know, and she's probably going to punch you.
We got
when she sees
Mrs.
you.
Popeye, and then we got the Mrs., and we had olive oil. Anything works, hopefully. Promotional, like the promotional sale?
Yep. Yes, we do. Most of mine are 2%.
Mine are, what, 2 to 10?
The early stuff I have are at market rate. And then the later stuff is at 2%. When it first started, I went on a high percentage, and then I'm just too lazy to change it all. So, and speaking of Popeye, we're going to have some exciting news a little later in the show about Popeye. But he's pausing it. Many of some are going to see that he'll come or fetch it. Oh, very good. Yes, exactly right. Yep. They've actually stopped doing that now.
All right. What do I got to do here? Click on in the chat and make a mod. How do I do that?
She says, click on my name in the chat.
Like that?
No, you hit her. I don't know. Well, you play around with her. You play around. You and Dawn play
that's
around.
That's the only place I see her name.
Yeah, so click actually on her name.
I did again. When I do that, it goes back. Oh, here? Not here.
No, on the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Don. This is exciting to everybody watching this.
It is. It's good stuff.
So I picked up a couple. Local Mike and local Joe. Who local Joe hasn't shown up yet. They were betting on the color of my tie, and they both lost because last week they went red or blue, and it was actually gold. So this week I wore the red Santa Claus tie. So whoever took red, you win.
Gotcha.
Don might be telling you how to do it over there.
I got to go on YouTube. Is this something I want to distract myself with now? I know
No,
it's
probably
important,
not. 'Cause it will be.
we're gonna figure it out. We'll talk to a random neighborhood kid and get this done for next. We can do it afterwards for next week.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
All right.
So a couple of things over here. A public market was terrible. I bought from one dealer, but from that dealer I ended up buying a bunch of stuff for Whatnot, which is kind of interesting because I would not have bought this stuff before.
Comics or ephemera?
Labels. He had a bunch of labels and stuff like that.
Okay.
His price was really good, so I said I could go over there. And then I went over to Avon. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I went over to Avon, the other...
Hold on. I was derailed with the shot, so don't feel bad about that.
Started to rain, luckily, right when I was done shopping. You've never seen a place empty out so fast as that place when it starts raining. People were skedaddling.
Remember my stag party, the 50-50? After someone won $1,000, they just all left. That was it. It was over with.
Spent $100 over at Avon. And then I did meet with a couple of subscribers over at the Eastview Mall before I went over to the thrift store and bought a couple of boxes worth of stuff from them as well. So that was good. And at the thrift store, bought some Kentucky Derby glasses and other things that you saw over on Instagram. So
I thought you were going to say Kentucky Fried Chicken, but okay.
Well, talking about Kentucky Derby, that was a nice segue.
Yeah.
I got in trouble from Amazon today.
Oh, jeez. Every day I do, so go ahead. What happened?
A violation, potential trademark text misuse, Kentucky Derby. I sold, or I didn't sell, I was offering for sale, a 1994 Kentucky Derby program. Now, this is the official program that was sold at Churchill Downs by... the Kentucky Derby people. I don't know their
it's
official
licensed,
name.
It's legitimate, it's official.
It was sold
They
right
don't
there.
counterfeit them. It's not a 1939, so it doesn't make sense.
They sold it at Churchill Downs. They produced it.
Right.
I can't use the word Kentucky Derby in the listing.
And they made their money off it. That's what kills me. And that's a big violation because I've gotten 5 of those in 6 months, and they're calling me up, telling me, I'm on my way out. It's like, and you can't do anything about it. They want you to get the rights owners, permission. Good luck with that.
No, it's insane because again, it is.
And there's no one to talk to. You can't talk to anyone either. So it's very. But you could have 500 of them show up tomorrow on different things. It's just, they're getting worse and worse. It's just like, and a lot of lately I've been getting some like vintage electronics, 5-10 years old, unopened. I don't want to take my chances on these things because I know half of them are probably going to get knocked off. So I'm putting them on eBay.
Well, it's funny you say that because what I've begun listing over on Amazon, I picked up a few records at the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
I used Amazon to kind of price them out, and then if they weren't on Amazon, I put them on eBay, and if they were on Amazon, I kind of priced it out and I put them over on Discogs. I didn't even want to risk putting them on Amazon.
No, it's not worth it.
The only things I'm listing on Amazon at this point is old sheet music,
right,
and old books, like old stuff.
Yeah,
and that's probably why I've hardly listed anything.
Hot Wheels aren't worth it. Hess trucks, certain things are just knocking off. And how about the one I got recently from Blondie, the singer? She was in Penthouse 30 years ago. Well, she made money off that. It was her decision, but she doesn't want anyone selling her Penthouse with her in it. So that's a violation.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. So I've really cut down what I'm listing on Amazon because again, my account's at risk, but there's nothing you can do about it. I got hit for Kentucky Derby on a licensed program that they sold, and they made their money off it. Kentucky was trademarked back in the day. That's why it's KFC now. There you go.
Crazy. But again, they got paid for that item when they sold the programs. They already made their money, but they don't want you to sell it. It just doesn't make sense.
We're going to go a little off track right now. Surprise. For a moment. A boss of mine, talking about Kentucky, a boss of mine was named Dave Tucky. Swear to God, absolutely true. His parents named his brother Kenneth. That is a true story.
Kentucky does rhyme with Kentucky and other things. Yeah, it rhymes with other things too. Kentucky.
Kind of crazy. Now we're going to get into a segment that's going to take pretty much the rest of the show. Glitch of the week.
I've only given you a handful. There's a bunch I just delete. This is a good part of the show. I liked it.
Well, this isn't offer. This is glitch.
Oh, the glitch. Yeah,
it's not
they're
the
both
offers,
good.
the glitch.
Well, the glitch is good. The offers are better.
Have you noticed anything funky going on eBay?
I don't list on there, and no one's complained to me, but I don't know.
Well, that's not completely true. You got complained to over the weekend.
From who? I don't remember.
Your manager?
Well, I was out of town. Oh, that glitch, yeah. So you just had to remind me. Yeah, the old printing glitch.
So what happened?
So I'm out of town at my kid's tournament. It was early in the morning. I was up anyways, like 7 o'clock, and he's emailing me. He's like, I don't know what to do. eBay's, I can't print. It's slow. I don't know what he was having some issue where he had to do multiple steps to print. It was taking him minutes just to do one printing. He was a nervous wreck, and then I contacted Papergoy. He said, it's happening. It's a normal thing. Don't worry. It'll fix itself. And I just told him, go on to Amazon, do something else, and then after maybe 30 minutes, it was fixed, I think.
I want to hear in the feed, even from the bots, I want to hear what glitches you're finding on eBay. eBay has been glitch central this week. Number one, have you noticed that and this may not be a glitch, this is a site change, which is a different part of the show, but I'm talking about it. When you go to print postage on magazines, and this does not affect me and doesn't affect you 99% of the time, you can no longer purchase media mail shipping through magazines.
Every time or certain time?
The magazine category, they've
okay,
now shut...
Okay.
Hey, Local Joe.
Local Ron?
They have shut down media mail shipping on magazines, which, again, we don't do it, except on maybe old Mad magazines you can, and occasionally you can.
Yeah.
But that's going to definitely hit a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that because we don't ship them that way. I mean, really.
I only know it because a subscriber reached out to me and said that they took the media mail away.
Yeah.
And then I looked in the next magazine I sold, and they said, wow, yeah, you're right. That is ghosted out now. You can no longer do it. Bulk editing 2 or 3 times, okay. I've not tried that, but okay. Pages are not loading. Shipping issues. issues, not issues. I got the other day, I was trying to print on eBay, and if I could find it, here was the warning that I got on eBay when trying to print postage. Now, I want you to think about the odds of this being true, Mr. Magazine.
Okay.
All right. I want you to
I'm
listen
paying
to
attention. Yep.
Pay attention for once. There you go. Snow babies for $1. Nice. Please be aware that USPS, FedEx, eBay Send, and UPS are all experiencing issues at the moment. We apologize for any inconvenience and try again later if you're affected. What are the odds that the websites or the postage for Post Office, FedEx, eBay Send, and UPS all are having problems versus eBay having a problem?
It's a good hacker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I did get that error message. Everything was down on that. I did have another thing where I was trying to list something, and I got session not found. Like I thought I had listed it, and I came back to the computer, and it was still up on the screen.
Yeah.
So I clicked to list it, and it said session not found, and I said, "What the heck?" And then I looked, and it was listed, but it was still showing on my screen on the listing page where I could click on the bottom of the list. How scary is that? You want to talk about being able to double list something?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They're setting you up for double listing on that error. Tried to revise.
I'm sure it'll be your
listings.
fault too.
Yeah. And my photos will disappear. I had to cancel edit and go back into the listing.
Oh God.
eBay was a glitch fest this week. Drafts are duplicating. And I don't understand how drafts work. Things list, yet then I go back and there's a draft. And I go, why is there a draft? I listed that. eBay shipping labels were updated recently. Many errors. I can't print a receipt along with the label on the same page. That was a question that I had. Has that happened to you yet?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
That will be very scary when it happens to you, because how do you print eBay? You print the label out.
Yeah, it comes on one sheet.
And the other side of it tells you what the item is.
Right.
Her and I, or Lee and I don't know if Lee's he.
So the label comes out with nothing.
It comes out simply with the label.
Like it would be for
Amazon.
If you do UPS or if you do sports cards or international.
Yes.
So you got to print the preview receipt. What do they call it? The packing slip.
But imagine if that change happens to your guy when he's printing and he doesn't realize it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
If he doesn't realize it, he prints 25, and then all of a sudden.
Right. I better let him know. Yeah.
So I was wondering if other people were having that problem, because
I'll print one tonight to see if it's like that or not.
Because another one of my subscribers, I asked about that. Our subscribers, I asked about that, and said they were not having that problem. They were still getting it. Now I use Chrome. Lee, are you using Chrome? I'm wondering if that's a browser issue. So let me know what browser you're using. I'm using Chrome, and I'm having the same exact issue.
It really is a glitch fest.
Did end and sell similar. Went relist a few first time. Yep, that happened as well. That actually happened to me as well. I had to click twice, and then a couple of things couldn't list, and it came up and said you cannot relist this way because of our duplicate listings. And I go, it told me it didn't go through, but it did go through. Oh boy. While browsing listings, the page often doesn't render properly. I have to reload. Oh geez. eBay seems slower. Clocks when I'm trying to revise a listing or sell similar. I check all the websites and they load normal speed. Oh geez. They are. I only print the label. Okay. Chrome. Yep. So Chrome is Chrome. If your people are not using Chrome, don't use Chrome. Yep.
Well, Michelle uses Chrome, no issues.
No issues yet. So that's crazy.
No rhyme or reason. Jeez.
That's absolutely crazy on that. Yeah, pages aren't loading. Oh, but then just to make you feel better, I sold some stuff at the Facebook auction 4:30 or 4 o'clock on Mondays over on Vintage Syndicate in Ephemera, Eastern, and I was trying to print labels out for that, and that was not working on PayPal. The shipping you kept trying to print the shipping on there, and it was saying it's down. So I'm wondering if the post office isn't updating stuff somewhere or other too.
Amazing Barbers in the house.
Can only do bulk ship with eBay standard envelope for postcards. Print one label, it grayed out.
What the heck? That's crazy. There's like 12 glitches that we know of.
Wow. Yeah, I told you his glitches would take all week. I've got a couple of other glitches. I did have a glitch at my Facebook auction, 4 o'clock Mondays, over on Vintage Syndicate in Ephemera. I set up an event. I absolutely knew I set the event up. No doubt at all about it. I set it up, I go to do my auction at 4 o'clock. There's no event to start. I said, what happened to the event? What's going on? I can't start my event. So then I said, all right. So I went, because I always go over a couple minutes early, like 3:58. I said, all right, let me create my event. So I go to create the event, have it all set up for 4 o'clock. I start it, get set to start it. You cannot create an event in the past because it had gotten to 4 o'clock and I was setting it up for 4 o'clock. So I had to set up for 4:03.
I wish they told you need a flux capacitor. That would have been the best.
That would have been really, really good.
Lee says he uses Chrome, but he still has issues with Microsoft too.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Yeah. I wonder how many buyers experience glitch. Yeah, and
Well,
that's
true,
a very true problem because these glitches cannot just be on our side, on the seller side. I've barely bought on eBay because they took away the eBay bucks, and so I just don't waste my money over there. I just don't buy stuff. It's really what it comes down to. Bring back eBay bucks. Just saying. But the winner of the glitch of the week is Whatnot.
I see why you love it.
It's a wonderful site. It is a good site. But so I started my Whatnot auction 4 o'clock Tuesday, ephemera auction, and it tells you in the corner how many people are there.
Mm-hmm.
And it says 1, which is me. And it's 4:02, and it says 1, which is me, which is crazy because there are people that come to the auction. There were like 13 people had it bookmarked. And I said, what the heck is going on? There is nobody here at the auction. So I'm kind of just, hey, wow, nobody's here. So I'm yelling to my wife. Hey, Mrs. Papergoy. Because that's how we talk to each other in private.
Sure,
hey, Mrs. Papergoy. There's nobody here. I can't believe there's nobody here. It's never happened before. So I type hello into the feed. And it doesn't show up. So I type hello into the feed. And it doesn't show up. And I said, there's really something wrong with this. I don't know what's going on. I exit, come back in. I'm in. 10 people are there. And they're like, we can hear you. We can hear you. And they're all talking in the feed. And I didn't hear any of them. So, that was crazy.
So
Thank
exciting.
goodness I didn't say anything crazy.
Oh my God. These followers
this happened, please. What is
these
wrong?
followers are the worst. Where are they? Invisible.
Or this happened, whatnot. I'm swearing or something or other. Who knows? It was crazy.
You just start tearing up the comics. You don't want to buy them?
Oh, there you go. Yep. Michelle wanted to tell me you could. Yeah. So, but that's not. I want to give a shout out to Jiminy Flippett's co-host, Travis, who did his first one, and he had glitches as well. I don't want to steal. Check him out on Instagram. I think he's Biodigital Jazz over on Instagram. He posted his dashboard, and I'm making this up because I don't exactly remember, but it was like negative $5.35 because he started it.
Where do I sign up for this? This is just amazing.
He started it. It crashed. He started it again. He ended up doing his giveaway. It crashed again. So the only thing he did was his giveaway. So it cost him $5. And he was yelling because he was having all kinds of problems. And didn't realize he was still on and everybody could hear him.
Good stuff.
So I told him, I commented to him.
Amazing. Hey, Jiminy's in the house. What's up?
Poor Travis. And I was telling Jiminy, and I told Travis that what he should have done is he should have rolled with it like a Richard and Sal bit over on Howard Stern show, if you know them. And he should have done it where he was like playing sound effects like, get this dog out of here. And played that. I'm going to get the wood chipper for all this stuff. And been playing that the whole time. Would have been absolutely classic until the police showed up. But people would still be talking about him over on Whatnot. I guess I'll move a little bit. We've had Popeyes over here. We've had Jiminy over here. So August 13th and 14th on Whatnot, we will have Palooza. I know Jiminy's doing a show over there. I know Popeyes is doing a show over there. We're still working out the logistics to have each other on each other's show. So I will probably be doing a show with some guests talking about Palooza. I suggested a bunch of different people do it, and we all kind of show up on each other's show. Because we all have viewers that don't necessarily know the other people. We want to try to draw as many people as we possibly can to it. I have a 1-hour shift at Palooza, Sunday, August 14th at noon. Jiminy, if you want to say when you're going to be selling on there or when Popeyes is, But definitely do stop on by. It's going to be all underneath a banner, and we're going to kind of hand the baton off between sellers and all that kind of thing. Be a great place or a great time for you to make your debut.
I really would. I wasn't asked into this, elite clique of sellers.
Paper sellers.
Paper sellers, yes. Yeah, I don't sell magazines or comic books or autograph books or newspapers.
Wow, somebody's hurt.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Somebody is
good.
hurt. Wow.
I'll find someone that'll sell it for me on Papergoy.
There you go. Do you mean to screen share on whatnot? That would be great. Yeah, I can't even get the auction started.
It's going to be a screen scare, is what it's going to be.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Only for you.
There you go.
All right.
Use your announcer voice.
I don't have an announcer voice.
Come on by to Paper Palooza, August 13th at 1 o'clock. You've got the amazing Marty Jiminy Flip It. We'll be selling incredible items of ephemera for your needs. Someone else will be at 2. Someone else will be at noon. There you go.
Perfect.
But, yep, so we'll provide you with more information as we get some. So, site changes. I did want to... the other site change. This is kind of between site change and glitch of the week. Have you had any problems in printing eBay labels out? Every single label that I go to print out, I get this thing up there that I have to X out of that says, great news, you can pay for your postage either with your funds or with your PayPal.
I don't get that. Thank God.
Every single time I have to exit out. There is nowhere. eBay, I know you watch us. I don't know if they do or not, but it sounds really good.
Sure, yeah.
I know you watch us. Put a thing on there. Do not show this notice again. Because every single time I print, I've got to X that out. It's an extra click, an extra step.
Yeah, that is so
Do
worse.
not show this again. Yeah. I now know that I can use my balance.
There's nothing to say, don't show me anymore.
Nope. You have to exit out every single time it comes up. I know I can use my current funds. Thank you.
Maybe it's your browser.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the amazing Meredith's in the house. How's it going?
Oh, this is turning into... my blood pressure's going up, and I was just at the doctor the other day. Couple of other things. We have the insulting offer of the week, and Mr-Magazine, you may have taken the cake this week.
Again, I love it.
You may have.
It's like entertaining. It's almost every day now, and so I get a lot of $1 to $3 ones, but I just send you the best.
So Mr-Magazine had up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter versus Triterator 2020 NECA Persona.
There's a lot of misspellings in there because
no, I think
TNMT was wrong.
Well, no, I think because this is showing up on the European site, they change it. Yep, they change it over.
All right, yeah.
He was asking 67 euros for it. He got offered €1, 1/67th of value.
And the shipping is based on size and weight, so it can't be too far off by a couple bucks. So I mean, it might cost $40-50 to ship it.
Yeah, it's going to cost that.
It's over a pound, but $1 euro plus shipping. That's like that thing costs probably $50 in the store.
Couple of other quick things going on. We're running a little long today with the glitches of the week, but that's fine.
It's fun.
$3 to $4. Yep. Just crazy. I did have a customer ask me. I had an 1898 religious newspaper, like Missionary Herald or something like that. I wanted $8 on it. They asked me if it came with a certificate of authenticity. I said no. I said, I've done paper for 25 years. It's real. Nobody is reprinting this newspaper. And if they were...
Not that particular one, yeah.
And they're not taking and folding it in fours and putting dirt on it, like mine has. No, it's real. I said, I guarantee you it's real. I do not have a certificate. Then he asked the second time, can you give me a certificate? I don't have a certificate for that newspaper. Nobody is copying that. You did make me laugh for once.
Oh, good.
So we were over Monday morning. We were over at Mr. Magazine's store. And he was talking about my day job, and he goes, yeah, you write down numbers. I said, well, yes, I do.
What were we talking about, though? I said,
I said, yes, I do. And I think today...
I said, look at you. You write down numbers.
Today...
And I made it black and white.
I'll write down a 5. I think a 5 is the number of the day. Oh, anyway, Sesame Street, number of the day? Jeez Louise. I am greatly overpaid if that's what my job is, to write down numbers.
God. Getting back to offers real quickly, I hate the buyers that say, hey, I want to buy 10 or 20 of these. Will you give me a bulk deal? And I'll say, well, just make the offers through eBay. And then say I'm asking 20, 25, $3, $4, $5. It's like, don't waste my time.
I'm not giving me that bulk deal.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
definitely.
And they have like 110 orders to process every day. What a mission. Well, we are, on eBay, we're around 100 orders a day. And it's only a mission if there's glitches.
which is this past week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, is the newspaper slabbed and graded? That would be even better.
It is not.
That would cost a lot of money. A lot, yeah.
Mr. got a takedown from Amazon as well.
Which one this time?
Mr. Magazine noticed the restricted products removal. Mr. Magazine had I don't know what this is, but a Zizzle Batman electronic handheld game, The Dark Knight. So it's a kid's game. Handheld game. Almost like, what was the little Nintendo one that they used to have?
Like the Game Boy you're talking
Yeah,
about?
almost like a Game Boy type deal, yeah.
So Zizzle is like this type of it, or is it like a fancy name?
It has to be the name of the brand. I was saying. Zizzle Batman electronic handheld game. So he had the handheld game taken down because Amazon has identified it as electronic cigarette, vaporizer, or a related product or accessory. So if you go into your kid's room and you see he's got his handheld game and he's
putting Batman in his mouth. That's a toy. Don't put that in your mouth. Save me that one. We should fight that. I don't know if my employee fought that one. Save that for me.
All right. Yep. Up for auction.
Yeah, we got to be able to. Yeah.
Breakdance on a new basement floor.
Yeah, well, it's not new yet. The guys are supposed to put the epoxy down. They've been too busy for us. But
now there is a local auction that I sort of want to go to. You ever want to go to a train wreck?
Oh, so it's not our old friend out in...
He's out Sodas way. He's out that way. You don't know.
Okay, no. Because he's got one coming up.
This is an on-site auction. This gentleman, nice guy, moves fairly slow. I didn't see a lot in there that I wanted to buy, but I almost want to go out there just for content for the show and the stories. 1,000 lots.
Ooh.
1,000 lots.
They have to do...
And he auctions by himself. He doesn't have other people auctioning.
So, back in the old days, we figured out, is it one and out, one a minute? 50?
If you're speeding, you go 1 a minute. This guy goes 2 to 3 minutes
so
per.
You're doing like 50 in an hour. So it's going to be like a 2-day process.
Oh, my.
Because Economy, remember Economy did that? It ended up being 2 days.
1,000 items. And I'm going, that's going to be such a train wreck. Do I want to waste a Saturday to see
Well, you want
this?
to come towards the end because there's going to be 5 people there. Unless there's a gold mine, everyone's waiting around for, a Picasso or something.
It's crazy. Palooza. Definitely check it out over on Whatnot. So I actually did ban somebody this week.
Good for you.
They bought an item from me, and it got shipped overseas, and it got there supposedly, and it was out for delivery, but couldn't be delivered. So it made it all the way to Germany. The customs shows it in Germany, shows it out for delivery. Well, he said he never got it, which I do believe. However, I not only got it to Kentucky, I got it to Germany.
Right.
So he opened a case up on it, and eBay about 5 minutes later closed the case in my favor.
Good.
Because again, I got it all the way over to Germany.
Yeah.
I don't know, and they were trying to get it to his house.
I
There was some
I
problem.
have the same issue, and they get mad. The buyers get mad at us and want us to refund them when there's a website guy the same way, overseas, and it clearly shows it's in his town. Maybe go to your local post office. It's either at your house and you don't know it, or it's at your local post office and he wants me to give him a refund.
Yep.
I go, and they want me to do all the legwork, which I can only do so much.
You can't fly over to Germany?
No, I can't, and I certainly can't call customs and go over to, your post office. But I just said, contact your local post office. Go there. Make some effort. It's got to be, it's showing it's either your house or their house, and he wants like $400 refund. That's a lot. Just, I said I can try and replace them after 6 months or something like that. But, you could get things 3 months later,
It's a village auction. It's village auction. And we're going to head into the main topic in a moment. But did you know, years ago, I was selling over on Amazon Canada, Amazon.ca.
Yeah, because didn't they say there was too much bandwidth? Was that the one that was too much bandwidth for you to be on or something?
All right, we're gonna deviate a little bit. To anybody new to the channel, this is one of the greatest stories ever. So, Mr. Magazine got reached out to by Amazon, and they said, "Hey, we would like to cross-list your items on Amazon Canada." And
This is like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah. So they took all of Mr. Magazine's items and they cross-listed it to Amazon Canada. The problem was they were disparate sites, and if something sold on one, Mr. Magazine had to go and end it on the other. And that just did not work because, A, they didn't explain that to you, and B,
Right.
you were not on top of it. And so you ended up not being able to fulfill orders on Canada because they had sold on U.S.
I think we kept up with the Canada. So say there was 10 Canada sales a day, it's not a big deal to end 10 on Amazon USA. But if we have 70 USA Amazon orders, we're not going to end 70 on Canada. And that's when we started getting negatives and things were out of stock and so forth.
Yep. So early on in the process, I said to Mr. Magazine, I said, hey, I'd be willing to do it because I can stay on top of it with my stuff. If you could just contact them. So Mr. Magazine contacted Amazon on my behalf because he had a person over there and said, hey, I've got somebody who is willing to do it. Amazon said no, they couldn't do it because they didn't have enough bandwidth. Because my 4,000 items at the time or whatever would just have completely crashed
I think
Amazon.
they had just because I had so many listings, I ate up all the bandwidth. There wasn't much left to disperse. It's just something like you. Yeah.
Amazon would not be where they are today had they brought my listings over. So, as a
would-
public
yeah.
service, I did not press the
You
point.
should have
They
bought
did not
stock
want
as soon as they
anything
made that move. Or sold the stock.
Yep, I have as well, but that was it was shipped out July 1st. It was actually held up in customs because they were investigating or looking at it. I think July 1st was the date that they changed it over, but they probably saw that I had shipped it out prior to that, so I think they just kind of let it go through.
Hold on, Lee's got something to say.
Oh, hit the thumbs up. These guys are great. Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that.
The reason I bring up the Amazon Canada is the last item I sold on Amazon Canada, I was living at my old house. I've been here for 5 years. Mm-hmm. So 5, 6, 7 years ago, I sold something on Amazon Canada. Well, I've still got the box of comic books that I had listed there. And I said, hey, this is going to be a great stuff to put on Whatnot because it's
Sure.
all together. It's all alphabetical. I can go
Yeah.
through it. I can list it.
Yeah.
I said, let me just check. Oh, thank you, Gil. I said, let me just check something.
They're still live.
They're still live on Amazon Canada.
Well, it's funny because my second email address was linked to that account,
Yep.
and I still get the violations, but I don't think I have anything listed. I haven't sold anything since then, probably, but maybe they're sitting there all is zeroed out. So when there's a violation, I still get it, and they've threatened to kick me off there. I mean, I've been off for 10 years, so do what you got to do.
So I've got to figure out how to end in bulk my Amazon Canada things without ending my Amazon USA stuff.
Right? Yeah. Crazy.
So that's kind of crazy, though, to know that I've gone 5 years. And it's not like I have 2 items listed. I have 397 comic books at low prices.
So you don't want to end them thinking they're double listed and they would end on the USA?
Oh, no, I want to end them, but I couldn't find a bulk way to end them. I couldn't find a way to end them all in bulk. And I'm scared to close the store because if I
Yeah.
out and out close it, my
Yeah.
luck, it would close my eBay.
Yeah, but if you
or
go
my
to
Amazon
inventory
one.
and pull up active and just type in comic, what do they say?
Oh, no, they
comic?
all show
Oh,
up, but then I
okay.
have to zero them all out.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
But
There's
you,
not
yeah,
a
but
bulk
you
way to
can't
do
click
it.
on the side, all of them?
No.
That's weird. Okay.
No,
Huh.
cannot.
Canadians.
I mean, I did a search on the site for end these, but it didn't come up. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, Don, is it possible for me and my family to go to Canada this weekend? We're going to be in Buffalo at a tournament, and my kid wants to go to Nightmares because I told him the Nightmares, a scary museum, was really fun. But I heard it's a nightmare trying to get over the border. So give me some input on that if you can.
There you go. Oh, thank you. Getting a lot
Appreciate
of
it.
thumbs up. All right, we're going to head on into the silly Canadians, exactly. You forgot to put the A at the end of it. Silly Canadians, A. Going to head on into the main topic. We're a little late today, but the glitches ate up a lot of the show.
True.
Ramp up for Christmas now in the fourth quarter because what are most people right now? And in about 2 weeks, you're going to see every other reselling channel out there tell you it's time to ramp up for fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. You're going to be ramped up because you watch us, the $1 Million Peddlers. We're only 2 months away from fourth quarter.
I know.
It's going to be hitting very, very soon.
I got that money all spent.
Exactly.
It's in Connecticut, a Connecticut deal.
What are most people doing right now? Like in the real world, they're out vacation still.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking about getting the kids back to school. The last thing most resellers or most people are thinking about is fourth quarter. Now is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely is. What happened last year or 2 years ago, especially with supplies and all that stuff?
Oh, that was a nightmare. Yeah. You start buying now. You're right. We're going to start bumping it up. Order more supplies. Sure.
Order your supplies now. Take inventory now. Get them ordered now. Especially with, I hate to use the inflation word, but I don't know if you saw or not, but the Fed raised everything by 0.75% today again, the interest rate, which means interest rates are going to be going up on your credit cards and everything like that. Prices are going to be going up again on stuff. Get the supplies now. You're going to be needing them at Christmas time. As long as you've got the ability to store them.
They don't spoil. Yep.
Yep. As long as you have the ability to store them, buy them now. You can make sure you get them. And if there is, especially the biggest problem I was finding, because I order supplies for Mr-Magazine, the biggest problem I was finding in the middle of the pandemic was we would be ordering supplies, and then all of a sudden a week later they get canceled.
Yeah, that's brutal.
It's absolutely brutal because we're not exactly just in time, but we're close to just in time on the supplies.
Right. The good thing is, though, there is a local company that's they sell all over the world supplies. So, like, if we had to get it and they have them in stock, you could get it from them in a day or two.
There you go. All your item specifics. All my required ones are, but I've not touched the other ones since then. I would not be surprised if lots of recommended specifics be. Yeah, of course they will. And that's the other thing, too. You never know, and that was actually something I wrote down in here as well. eBay tends to roll out a winter update or fall update, which hits us right as fourth quarter starts. We don't know what they might be doing. We don't know what they might be changing. So better now, well, we don't know what they're glitching us up now as well.
You're right.
But better right now to be preparing for Christmas season as opposed to waiting and then all of a sudden they drop some bombshell on us. And here you are trying to gear up for Christmas, trying to handle the bombshell. You'll actually be ahead of the game now, ordering your supplies, listing or getting your Christmas stuff ready. I know that when I'm out at the flea market, if I see Christmas stuff, I'm definitely buying it. Now, what is your theory on Christmas stuff? Do you list it all year round or do you save it?
I don't get a lot of it. I mean, if we get a magazine with Santa on the cover, we'll list it. But I don't, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head are all the Victorian trade cards. So I had a bunch of those. I remember I was going to get them graded, and they wouldn't do it. So I know I got 20 Santa rare trade cards. Some of the die cuts and so forth. So we'll put them on in the next month or so. But I don't get a lot of Christmas Santa stuff, honestly.
Yeah, see, and I'm putting it all aside, and then basically early October is when I sit there and I pull a weekend, and I list. Maybe I'll do it Columbus Day weekend. And I do nothing but list Christmas stuff that weekend. Now, they do sell year-round, but I would rather cannonball the site with lots of Christmas stuff all at one time. My first year, and I know I've mentioned this before, the first year when I was picking up other things, I saved all my Christmas stuff to list, and I listed it all December 10th. Not a good time to list Christmas stuff. Because I'm like, oh, Christmas stuff. And I didn't. I think I sold one item out of all of it.
Yeah.
And over time, I said, hey, wait a minute. Yeah. That's not a good time to list your Christmas stuff, as you laughed out loud at me right there.
Well, and for Amazon, it's a strategy because you want to start listing right after Thanksgiving the hot toys. But, like, say for Hess trucks, they're gonna be sold. They're gonna go for more money closer to that last week of shipment. Just because the cheap ones will be selling. So, say I got some for $25. Sell. But before you get to December 8th, now they're $50 if you still have them. So. Sometimes some strategy and holding on to things, but all right, Don, what do I got to do here? Arrive Can app, and they randomly test. Is that on your phone? I'm assuming Arrive Can app on the phone.
Yep.
For like the COVID, I'm assuming stuff like that.
You got to put your passport or your This is fascinating. Anybody not planning to go to Canada.
Your vaccination card and all that.
All that stuff in there. Yep. Cool. And then they have it when you show up. They have it right there.
Gotcha.
And that's what it comes down to is just prepare now for Christmas. I think nobody is thinking about it. Nobody's thinking about fourth quarter. We're all still in summer mode. We're all still in fun mode. We're all still in. And the quicker you transition into realizing, historically sales in August, September leave out whatever eBay is doing on the site, which, as John Jones pointed out earlier, buyers are probably having issues as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so sales may be down just because of that alone, let alone the seasonal aspect of it being down. So, people are doing lots of other things. Well, turn your focus to the fourth quarter now. Turn your focus to Christmas listing now. Turn your focus to making sure you have all your supplies in house now. Better to do it now, get everything out of the way, as opposed to waiting and then all of a sudden be joining everybody else in the scramble to be doing it, mid-September, end of September, early October.
Sure.
Get ahead of the game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And that's what I always tell people, about anything, whether it's Halloween stuff, whether it's Christmas stuff. Christmas will be coming next year. Halloween will be coming next year. These things all, you can buy a calendar and you can see when all these things come around every single year. And so last year I missed listing my Halloween stuff. Guess what? I can list it this year.
Yeah, they do not spoil.
They do not, no, because we're not selling, and most of the people watching this, we're not selling the hot new thing. We're not. There may be a couple of people here that do, the hot card or whatever.
Disney snow globes, yeah, sure.
But all the other stuff does, you can list it this year, you can list it next year, you can list it in 3 years. So it doesn't really matter on that over there. We'll figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
So gear up for Christmas now. We are going to go into the rambling story of the week, and this is a doozy. So you saw me Monday morning. How off my game was I on Monday?
You were, well, it didn't help at the shop too. You were off. Everything was off. Yeah, you were not yourself.
I was completely off my game. There's a reason for that. So I got up at 12:20 in the morning, and hold on, I was in the fourth anywhere near pre-pandemic numbers. Those that make 75% of their sales might end up hurting mightily this year. Let's hope not.
Right. Yep.
Let us hope not. So I woke up at 12:30 in the morning, took a quick shower, got in the car, driving over to Mr-Magazine's, 12:45, 12:50 in the morning, something or other like that. I was driving Mrs. Papergoy's car, which I'm not super, familiar with. My car I know how to drive, speed and all that. So her car
Sure.
I'm not 100% familiar with. Driving along, the Portland entrance, a car gets on. And that's not one of the better neighborhoods around. So a car gets on from one of the less good neighborhoods.
So there's two people awake at 12 a.m. in the morning,
Hey,
driving around.
Well, actually, there are three because there's another car that's driving really slow. So there was a car up ahead of me driving like 51 on a 55.
Okay.
This car pulls on, and it's going about 50. And coming in from not a good neighborhood. I'm like, okay. So I change lanes. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pass him, but I'm not going to blow by him. I'm going to go at 55, whatever.
Sure.
So I start speeding up. When I say speeding up, I'm going like 55. They change lanes in front of me. So they're right in front of me doing 51.
Right.
I'm like, all right. So I change lanes. And, of course, the other car's ahead going 51. And I'm like, so I'm kind of boxed in a little bit, whatever. So I am able to get by the car that had just come on from Portland. Windows all tinted, can't see in it, nothing at all. I'm like, all right.
And it's
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I drive, I go across the bridge. It pulls in behind me. So I'm driving. It then pulls in the curb lane. And it's, yeah, right. It's riding behind me in the curb lane, no problem. Well, there's a car parked, so it's got to pull in behind me. So I go around the parked car, I make the turn. I'm going up Dewey Avenue. This car starts going up Dewey Avenue.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, okay. This guy came out in Portland, he's going up Dewey. We're still on main roads. Okay, this could happen. So I go pulling up, and I go up the Stone Road where Mr-Magazine's store is. I go to make my left turn. No problem. Pull in the lane, make my left turn. This car, last second, it pulls to make a left turn on Stone Road. I go, what the heck is going on? So I make the turn on Stone Road, and I'm watching my rear view. I put the signal on. I pull into your parking lot. I park in front of your store. It pulls into the parking lot.
You didn't tell me this. You're saving it. Huh?
I saved it for the show. It pulls into the parking lot and parks right in front of the laundromat. And I literally was shaking. I'm not kidding
It's
you.
like
I
that
was
movie
shaking.
Judgment Night. You remember that?
No, but it's probably not a good movie.
Real
It's
good
probably
movie.
scary.
Yeah.
So I'm literally shaking, but I don't want to act like I'm scared or anything at all like that.
Did
So
they park next to you?
they were two cars down, or 2 spots down.
Tell me they were doing laundry.
So I get out of the car, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to look back. I'm going to get the thing unlocked. I smell pot. Pot. I smell that. I'm like, oh geez. So I get into place. Nobody bothered me. I got into place. I'm like literally shaking in your store. And usually what I do is when I get there, I go over to the laundromat. I pick up money, all that kind of stuff. I said,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. My whole
No,
day is
right,
shot.
yeah.
I'm watching.
Lock the door
But I don't want to go over to the locker.
You can press the stay button, hold it,
Right.
and you can walk around and the motion will catch you. So you could actually have set it where if they wanted to break in, the alarm would go off actually. So if you hold stay down, it sets the alarm in the building. You just can't go through any of the doors.
Well, that's good to know now.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm there. I'm watching on the camera. I'm watching on the security
Jeepers
camera.
Creepers 5, that's great.
I'm watching on the security camera. They're just sitting there. The car's just sitting there. And I keep watching because I want to see. And meanwhile, I've got all my mail sitting in my car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they going to go screw with my car? Are they going to break my windows? I mean, did I upset them somehow? I don't know what's going on.
Jeez.
So I'm watching it, and I'm trying to, like, do my eBay work for you, but I'm out of sorts.
This is the one time you want Eddie there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like,
Send
what
him
the heck?
over.
Door opens. Some 50-year-old lady gets out, starts carrying clothes into the laundromat.
From where you live. That's a long drive. Well, we're the only ones open around 24/7.
I started laughing so hard.
But the windows were tinted.
Tinted windows, pot, 1 o'clock in the morning, from a bad neighborhood, driving to do the laundry at 1 o'clock in the morning because you're
That's
the
a
only
good
place
story.
open.
That's a good one, yeah.
Oh my God. And I just was
Cha-ching.
shaking. I'm
Cha-ching.
like, oh. So then I went over. Then I was a tough guy, and I walked over and
yeah.
got the money and everything.
Yeah. Lee, we actually call him Daddy when it's midnight and 1 in the morning because he comes in like a zombie. He runs a FedEx truck all day long, sleeps like 3 hours, and he comes in and he hangs out for like cleaning the laundry for like 2 hours.
Now that was hit the thumbs up for that story alone. That was an absolutely 100% true story.
Yeah.
Ran my numbers from 2018-19 down over 50%.
Wow.
Oh,
Brutal.
Up on Etsy, but just 5%. Those are some pretty bad numbers. Wow. Hey,
Yeah.
I was shaking.
Now I know why you were saving it for me.
Oh man. Alrighty. So come on by next week. I'm sure we'll have an exciting show.
Yeah.
We'll have more announcements about Palooza, which will be August 13th and 14th over on Whatnot. I believe it starts at 11 and goes till 10 o'clock at night. I know on the 13th, I know that Popeyes is pulling the 10 o'clock shift on that.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, that's tough. I asked for the earliest one I could get, and they gave me noon on Sunday. Hey, get some old paper. Maybe you can contribute some paper to it. And
I would. I did see some stuff. Don, I'll see you at Nightmares this weekend. Thank you.
Well, isn't Nightmares? Isn't that driving at midnight?
Yeah, it is
being
driving
followed all over the place by some car when you're scared.
No, but this place is so scary. Like most people, if you scream Nightmares, they take you out of there. It's too scary. So if you're scared, you got to scream Nightmares like 3 times. And I went in with my buddy and his sister, and like 2 minutes in, he's already screaming Nightmares. And I said, "We're not leaving." We got the picture taken. We bought the T-shirts. We survived Nightmares. They say most people can't handle it. It's that scary. So,
Wow.
all right.
Wow. Do hit the like button, and there you go.
It's worth it. It's worth it. She probably felt the same way you did.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably true. He's probably
Yeah,
like, what is this
exactly.
guy following me in front of me? What is he doing? Oh, thank you very much. Everybody do hit the like button. Tuesday's ephemera over on Whatnot at 4 o'clock. I can give us shameless plugs.
You just write it down so everyone knows.
Hold up a sign?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm selling some comic books for you.
Oh, good.
Oh,
All right.
can we shameless plug now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Yeah.
All
Good stuff.
right.
It must be good stuff, man.
4 o'clock tomorrow over on Whatnot, cataloged comic book auction. Come on by. We got and at some point when we work it all out, we'll be doing a live show with probably with Popeyes and Marty and maybe a couple of other people. So we'll work all the
In
logistics
the comics tomorrow, I heard these were actually touched by Mr-Magazine.
Whoa.
He held them in his hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good stuff,
Definitely
good
got to
stuff.
market it that way. Thanks to everybody. You've been more than generous, and we definitely do appreciate it. And we will see you next show.
Take care. Bye-bye.